Hello and welcome to Module C, homework assignment number 2 called Emerging Technology. So if we were to view this as a one-page document, you can see that it's all the same font size and type. So we would like it to stand out with maybe a title, style, and heading styles. So what we'll do, I'll go back to 100%. Is for the title, I'll click the Home tab. In the Styles group, I'll select Title. And if you want, you can change the color of the font and put it in bold if you'd like. And then for the side headings, there's 5 of them, and I want them to stand out, but I don't want to use just the heading 1 or heading 2, which is a little smaller. I want to create my own. So I can do it 2 ways. One, I'll point in the selection area and click, and that selects that whole line. Then I'll come down and point on the next heading, but before I click, I'm going to hold Control and then click. And I'll do the same thing on the next heading, Modern Technology, hold and click. And I'm just going to bring the scroll bar because I need 2 more. Technology provides, hold and click, Control and click. So there should be 5 of them. So now that I have all 5 selected, whatever I do in the font group or the paragraph group is going to reflect all 5 of these. So the first thing I'm going to do is increase the font size to 14. And because I just used this green color, I can just click this. That's my default color now. Put it in bold. And then what I'd like to do is add a bottom border. The default is bottom. It's the first one. And then also I want to add shading to it. So you can select any color shading you want. And just so that you don't have that extra gap between, I have it set already for technology, but for the rest of them, you can go to layout and for the after, change it to 0. So you don't have the after spacing. And I'll go into paragraph also and make sure it's set for the multiple, which is that 1.08, and OK. And it does all of them. That's one way to do it. I'm just going to undo. The other way is to select one of them. Make your changes, same changes, 14, green, bold, go back to home, the border, and then shading. And then just to make sure, I'm going to go into paragraph that the spacing is after 0. And I'll keep it on single, that's fine. Or you can change it to that multiple 1.08 if you'd like. Which is the default setting, so that's up to you. Once you have it set, everything is all set, you're ready to go, and want to paint this on the other 4 side headings, in the clipboard group is a paintbrush. And what you want to do is double click it, or you could do the Control-Shift-V. But I'm just going to double click it, and just to notice right now when you're over on the document with the mouse, it's just the I-beam. When I double click it, it's in gray, so it's on, and attached to the I-beam is a paintbrush. So I can actually just take the left mouse click and just drag across, and do it again on Modern Technology, drag across, or if I'm just pointing on this line, I still have the paintbrush, point and click. So for the last one, point and click or drag across. Just make sure, because the paintbrush is still on, make sure you turn it off by clicking the paintbrush once and your paintbrush is off. So that's 2 ways to do it, either using this amazing Format Painter feature or selecting all of these side headings at once. The next thing we're going to do is put the section here in numbers, number formatting, so select them all first, and we'll go with the default number setting, and then do the same thing for the list underneath Technology Provides and numbering. And in previous assignments, we did use bullets, and we also went in to define new bullets. But I just wanted to share with you what happens if you wanted What happens if you wanted it to continue numbering, pick up on number 5, so this would be 6? This little option right here for the autocorrect options, if you click it, you can choose continue numbering. You could also have gotten it by right-click and continuing numbering, and then it picks up. If you change your mind, you can go back to restart at 1. So that's a nice feature where you can either have it continue numbering in sequential order, or you can start fresh. The next thing, remember to remove a hyperlink, just right-click on the hyperlink and choose Remove Link. It's still there, so you could copy and paste it into a browser. The next thing we'll do is if we view it as a one page, you'll notice that there's much more space on the bottom than at the top because it just has that 1-inch top margin. So you can go to Layout, and in the Page Setup dialog box launcher, on the tab Layout, you could choose Vertical Alignment Center and OK. And then it centers it both vertically in the middle of the paper. You can go to Design, and you're free to add page color and a page border. And that's it for this assignment. Thank you. I just came back to this assignment just to show you something else that's pretty unique. So let me go back to 100%. And I'm going to click in front of the F and from, and this is a pretty cool feature. It's called a drop cap. So click Insert, and it's in the text group, and it's labeled Add a Drop Cap, and you have a choice. Right now it's None. You could have it dropped within the document or in the margin. I think that the to-go style is dropped within the margin. Notice it's dropped 3 lines. You can go into Drop Cap Options, and you can change it so that it's dropped maybe just 2 lines. Or you can even change the font type. It doesn't have to be the same, just to show you that. You don't have to have the exact same font type. I'll just show you here. So it's a little different, and if you wanted, you can even change the color of it. So that's the Insert Drop Cap. So I'm just going to go back into there, and just wanted to share with you the most you can drop it in is 10 lines. So I'll go the full 4. Whoops. But the most you can drop it is 10. So that's a pretty cool feature. You see that a lot in magazine articles. If you wanted to get really fancy with your underline, I'm just going to share that with you while we're here. When we were in the paragraph group, we just chose bottom border. But if you went to borders and shading, here's your style. You could come in here and select something else, and then see, until something that catches your eye, change the color of it. You just have to click it. If you choose box, you can make all of these changes, and it does it automatically for you, so you don't have to. This one doesn't have a size difference yet. It's only one size. Some of them just have one size. Now, if you don't want it on the left and right, you just click to take it off. But I'll just put it back here on that one just to show you. And then you would have that, and I would do the Format Painter and paint each line. Make sure you turn your paintbrush off. And that's, go ahead and save and submit. Thank you.